Hello, welcome to Charlie's Chill Art channel. Today I was going to do another sketchbook review. Some of these drawings are a couple of years old and a little rough around the edges, but I think you might get some enjoyment out of it anyway, and here we go. So here we have a woodpecker sitting on a branch in a snowstorm. A blue jay also sitting on a branch. An old truck driving down a dirt road. This was part of a story I was working on. This mad scientist with some questionable chemicals floating above the earth with comets and galaxies in the distance here. This is also part of the story. Two people in this field and seeing this weird building in the distance with fire coming out of it. Here's a desert scene, a road runner catching a snack, bird sitting on some cacti. Here's a scorpion. Here's a man with his boots on, trying not to step on that scorpion. Here's a woman with a Viking hat and an interesting dress standing in the desert with this odd dog. And here's a big red sun. Back to that story again. Here's a kid petting his alligator. This is in the water trough. There's some cows in the background, barbed wire fence. Here's me as a little boy riding with my uncle in his 1977 Trans Am, just like the one they had in Smokey and the Bandit, which was one of my all-time favorites as a kid. And I did like to ride with my uncle, who would sometimes drive way too fast with me, but I enjoyed every second of it. Here's a boy with this little cuddly animal on his shoulder. Some cardinals in a tree. Maybe that's a weeping willow. I drew this from a local coffee company, Red Owl. They showed me they still have the print that I gave them laminated and hanging up in the building there. And that's been probably 2 years ago that I gave them this picture. There's another place that I used to go for lunch with some frequency, Frank's a lot. It's kind of a hot dog joint. I gave them a copy of this picture and the lady took it and put it away, and I never heard anything else about it. Here's a man surfing. So this is getting into the ABC book that I made. This is Yak Yacht. A yak on a yacht. I think I had a friend ask me to draw her friend, and I did my best with that. Back to the ABC book. X Game Zolos. Zolos are a breed of dog, and in this version they compete in X Games, including BMX, skiing, snowboarding, skateboarding. Zeus Zebra, a zebra as if he was Zeus. Here's a crown crane on the beach. I think that's supposed to be a West African crown crane. I drew him kind of wild. Some little fish swimming in the water. I drew these few during a beach trip. I like to go to the beach and draw beach related things. Back to the ABC book, Cat Convertible. Pretty cool cats in there. And these are the mariachi meerkats. These meerkats will serenade you with their melodious voices. They love to play for you. They believe in romance. Here's a newt nickel. This is a newt nickel. It is an unusual currency. The newt recommends that you spend it if you find it. A robot rhinoceros rests upon a dry savanna on an African plain, a complex machine of many circuits. A quail quartet performs for nature. A sloth in space is weightless. Space sloth. I drew Dylan at the beach, looking at his phone. And there's Annie sitting on an inner tube. I went to this drawing class downtown, and we spent an hour drawing this pear. And then I came home and wanted to add some spice to it, so I drew an alligator stalking that pear. A vibrant vulture of many colors came to me in a dream. There's a robot sitting by a tree. I think I got this from a Liquify album cover. It's Alan Watts in Death hanging out in the cannabis field. Tiger shrimp, live free. This orangutan has a fast draw. Challenge him if you dare. He's eyeing you as tumbleweeds blow through this frontier town. The inchworm imagines faraway scenes. She has a powerful mind, but the leaf is sweet and soft to chew. This is the imaginative inchworm. Let this gorilla be your gondolier. He is of a long lineage. He takes pride in the craft. He is grateful for tips and compliments. And there's a little picture of your orangutan. Your gorilla, excuse me. Gorilla gondolier. The hairy hyenas once filled arenas with adoring fans. They were decadent rock stars. They are still hairy, but not as decadent. They are friends. The junkyard belongs to the jaguar. Approach with caution. Kaleidoscopic kangaroos twist and flow round and round. And then I wrote it both ways. A lizard rises and flows with lava. When the lava cools, the lizard will remain. Just practicing drawing some puppies. Rosie and Star on a couch. Just some doodles right there. Part of the ABC book. Here are animals with interesting qualities. We see baboons and balloons. They are floating away. Baboon balloons. Ferns and foxes float together here, sleek and velvet, like forest slippers. On a sunny day, an enlightened elephant meditates. These dinosaurs dance. Extinction is far away. Have you seen these convertible cats? They are funny guys. Armored ants crawling through grass in golden armor are fearless. These pandas do serious parkour. It makes them feel free. This completes today's sketchbook review. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe to Charlie's Chill Art channel.